Let me just pick your brain, says client. And don't we love it? And now the client wants to hop on a call, on a quick call, and ask you a few questions, right? But you know what's going to happen. You know that this is going to turn into a free consultation. So the question is, how do you politely turn these clients or turn these requests into potentially paid opportunities? But even if you don't turn this into a paid opportunity, the question is like how do you deal with this? So goes back to what I've been saying quite a lot on this channel. It's the boundaries and expectations, and there's nothing wrong with over delivery. There's nothing wrong with being a human. There's nothing wrong with helping people out when they need to, but there's everything wrong with not respecting yourself, not respecting your business, and not respecting your time. And you are running a business, and you have to treat this as a business. Meaning, if you went to a store or a random service place and you ask a barber, like, can you just fix this for me? Like they literally cannot do this without charging you, because they're blocking their calendar for you, and so nobody else can use their time, so then they're losing money. Like, by the way, a really cool thing or a really cool way to think about your business whenever you have a question and whenever you have a challenge in your head, and you're running an online business, think about how you would deal with this if you were running a physical operation or physical store or a physical service. And if you cannot think about that, think about an example: a barber, a car mechanic, a plumber, a store. How would they react to your request? That really helps, because somehow when we run an online business, especially services, we kind of forget how to manage situations. But going back to the question, how do we deal with that? Well, and so you don't sound like a dick, right? So you're gonna just say, no, I'm not gonna do it. But you can just say something that's very, very simple. You can say, hey, Lucy, thanks for reaching out. I really appreciate you doing this, and I value your request, because it sounds like you value my input. I would be happy to take a look into this. This sounds like a really, really big challenge. I will be more than happy to look into this. I'm available, and these are the times, or you can send them a link, and the price of a consultation is X. And when you drop the price in there, obviously you're saying, so first of all, you're saying, hey, I'm here, I understand, I value your I appreciate you reaching out, I understand you have a situation, a challenge, but also you showed them that you value their situation, like respect their situation, but also you show that you respect yourself. And some people might see this, oh, this is greedy, this is needy, whatever. Like, it's not. Again, you're running a business, and you have to treat your operations and your time as valuable. And so when you tell them, hey, I understand you have a concern, I understand you have a challenge, happy to help, here's a link, this is how much it's gonna be. And do not justify saying, because I have to charge for it, because otherwise I would other clients that doesn't matter. The more you justify yourself, the weaker your positioning is. So tell them you understand their need, tell them that you're more than happy to kind of squeeze them in. That is you being open and flexible for the old client, for the old client's kind of relationship's sake, and tell them this is the boundary, and you drop the price, right? So that's how you deal with this without sounding like a complete ass, showing that you're willing and able to help, but also putting the boundaries in by dropping a price tag to it.